We're here in the beautiful Soweto Hotel on Freedom Square, and we're speaking to Rebecca. And you are what, Rebecca?
The sales and marketing manager of the hotel.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the hotel?
Well, the Soweto Hotel was born 3 years ago. Actually, October is our third month celebration, 27th. And how the whole concept or the project came about was when the then President Thabo Mbeki decided that the Freedom Charter needs to be celebrated after the 50 years, and hence the Walter Sisulu Square came about, and it wouldn't be complete without a hotel. So the owners of Zatic Management Group, of which Lindiwe is the owner, got the bid or the tender. They got the tender to do this project, and we actually were called the Holiday Inn initially, and last year in April we rebranded and called the hotel the Soweto Hotel, because Soweto on its own is a brand, and it's more powerful if you sell it using that than it was selling when it was called the Holiday Inn.
So tell us a little bit about the square, because the square is quite important in our history, isn't it?
Yes, the square is actually named after Walter Sisulu. Walter Sisulu was, at the time in 1955 actually, when during the events leading to the signing of the Freedom Charter, was in hiding here on the square, which at the time was a farm apparently. So the square takes its name, from that. We have a museum which is the Freedom Charter Museum, which holds some of the original transcripts that were taken there. So actually the museum takes you from the Defiance campaign leading to the 155 Rivonia trialists, and then ending with the release of Nelson Mandela. And also when you go around the square, you will notice the certain vegetation and the crosses that marks when we signed the freedom, that signs our crosses when we voted for the first time as a democratic society. And the monument has got 10 chapters of the Freedom Charter engraved on it.
Cool. So you guys are involved now with the Whisky Live Festival. Tell me a little bit about your involvement with the festival.
We, Rebecca, who are the PR agency that are organizing this event, we were introduced to them last year, I think at one of the events of the year, and that relationship has brought us to where we are with them now. The Whisky Live Festival. And I would say that the connection between whiskey and the Soweto market, from my personally, when you were growing up, whenever you had a party, or if someone had a bit of cash, they would buy themselves a bottle of whiskey or brandy. So whiskey has always been associated with prestige somehow. But what I know as well is that we in Soweto you still need a lot of education, because I hardly ever see someone drinking whiskey clean. They're still using Coke and whiskey, or you have a very good brand of whiskey, but someone dashes it and just killing the good work of 100 years old.
But are they killing it, or are they making it mixed to their palates? Because there's one thing that we all know about South Africans is like we like to do things our way, and South Africans traditionally have a very sweet tooth as well. Yes. So we actually taking the whiskey and making it our own.
Yeah, I think it's more like making a cocktail, if you want to say it, but again, I will say I don't believe you can really say I've tasted this brand of whiskey and I can tell you exactly the fruits or the wood that what are those nice terms of whiskey that you call the wooden notes, that you find in whiskey if you dash in with it with, for example, an appetizer or a fruit juice or some tonic drink. So I think most South Africans actually are in need of a lot of education about whiskey because they don't really know the original taste of it.
And you're excited to be involved with the Whisky Live Festival?
We're very excited. I mean, it's when you read about it, it's one of the biggest events in the world, not just in South Africa. So it's quite an honor for us to be associated with the Whisky Live brand and all the other partners that are involved with it. So yes, I'm beyond excited actually, and I can't believe that we are actually here.
Do you drink whiskey?
I do appreciate whiskey. I can't say I'm not much of a drinker, but yeah, I do appreciate whiskey. And
between you, me, and the camera, do you mix it with something?
No, I would only mix it with water a bit.
Yeah.
But I think since last year, if I do take decide to drink whiskey, I have it clean because I think it's through education as well again.
Fantastic. Rebecca, thank you so much for your time. And we look forward to seeing you at the festival.
It's a pleasure.
Cheers.